What's up, everyone? It's Roger here from DisKingdom.com. It is the 3rd of November 2016, so it's time for your Disney news. So let's jump into it. So I'm going to start off with some kind of our first look at the Beast from the new Beauty and the Beast movie. So we kind of got our first look at it through to Entertainment Weekly. Kind of interesting that they've done it. You've also got Emma Watson there as Belle, and you can see like kind of the lovely yellow dress, and it's kind of interesting to see how they've done it. Beast has kind of got these big horns, he's kind of got all this hair, and he's kind of got the thing. It looks a little bit, it looks different than what I was expecting, but it's not in a bad way. It definitely is interesting how it's going to work. I'm going to wait to see what it looks like in the trailer. Kind of looks a little bit like if he was a little bit blue, he would look exactly how he looks in X-Men as a different kind of beast. But no, it looks kind of interesting. Definitely not as bad as I was expecting. Also kind of linked into this one here, we kind of had over at Infinity Adventurers, he kind of showed off some look at two of the Disney Infinity figures for Beauty and the Beast that we're not going to see. These are just early concept art, and there was sort of Belle was based on Emma Watson, and you can kind of see that in her face, and she's kind of in a sort of classic look, so they look like they've crossed over there between the two characters. They've also showing off Beast here, and he's in his sort of outfit, and again this is where I looked at his face and I just thought he just looks like Beast from the X-Men. Again, these were concept art. These are not coming to the game. The game's been cancelled, but these are kind of like the last two reveals that we would have seen for what would have been coming up in Disney Infinity at some point. These would have been released next year, so that it's a real shame we haven't seen that, but I'm sure over the coming weeks and months we're going to see a lot more on Beauty and the Beast as we get closer to the movie coming out in March. I can't wait to see kind of the full trailer where we get to see these characters in full gear. Also, EA have confirmed in a recent investor call that a new Star Wars Battlefront game is coming out a year from now, so coming out probably around about fall, which is to be in line with where the game came out in November 2015. Obviously, since then they've released 4 expansion packs. We've got the Rogue expansion pack and the Rogue One VR set to come out next month, but coming out in November will probably be about right. They've said earlier in the year that they're expecting to release a game between April and December of 2017. They have had different game developers working inside of Battlefront, I think, to speed up. I think they definitely want to add a lot more of this single player motion, because they know that was a major problem with the sort of feedback from the original game. Also, it's expected that it will follow on, instead of doing the original trilogy, it will be set on like the new trilogy with like Kylo Ren and Finn, etc. So it'll be interesting to see a little bit more on that, but I would not expect to hear too much more on that one till probably E3 next year. Generally because they've still got the Rogue One expansion pack to come out, and they're not going to want to announce too much yet. But EA are working on a number of different Star Wars games, and are planning on releasing at least one a year for the next few years. Also, Disney announced some of the new merchandise available for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which starts at selected nights from the Magic Kingdom Park on November the 7th. There's going to be a new Magic Band, which looks lovely. They're kind of in a lovely bright coloured box. There's also some t-shirts, you've got some phone cases, and you've also got some new pins. They look pretty cool. Also, Hot Topic are set to release a new Disney Lilo and Scrump box set, which includes Stitch, Scrump, and Angel. It looks really cool. It just looks like such a great little box set. I'm loving how they've done that on there. So that will be coming out soon. And also, Disney have announced that they've had their best year ever at the global box office. They have brought in 5,851 million. It's been and they've still got Moana and Star Wars Rogue One to come through. They are having a massive year, and it's because they've had some massive hits with Captain America: Civil War, Zootopia, Finding Dory, The Jungle Book, and Star Wars The Force Awakens have all brought in so much cash. They are really doing very, very well, and like I said, it's not going to end soon because they've still got, like I said, Moana and Rogue One, and even Doctor Strange still has got yet to open in the US, so it's still going to be bringing plenty more. Well, anyway, guys, love to know your thoughts on all of today's news. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest from DisKingdom.com. Also, check out the website for all your latest news, and I shall see you guys in a later video. Laters.